Has there been an ancient voodoo deity involved in almost everything in pop culture in your life if you're a 90s kid? Well, yeah. We're going to find out about that and more here tonight on American Loser.
Fill her up!
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
On the edge they take the throne, built on bones of those unknown. Not in first, never last, still erased from the past. I am an American loser. No one remembers my name. No legacy and no future. One step behind in the game.
All right there, folks. What's going on? I'm KP Burke. It's another episode of American Loser, or the show as described by a YouTube commenter, that guy who sniffs glue, is back, folks. I'm back. We're here at Gas Digital, of course. Mike Harrington is somewhere. We've lost sight of him right now, which means his ankle bracelet's probably going off and just concerning most people in the 5 boroughs. The Dominator behind the ones and twos. How are you, Dom?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Did you meet anybody famous today?
Nobody famous.
Nobody famous. I'm
No.
sorry. Yo, he met, first of all, let me introduce our guest here. Very excited. My girlfriend, big fan of yours, by the way. Too. She edits the show, too. She got very excited.
Oh, nice.
So the great Lemaire Lee joins us here, man.
Hello. Hey, I hope it's good.
100% good, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you for hanging out today, too.
Yeah,
man.
no problem, dude. Thanks for having me, dude. It's the next bar. I love it.
It's so truthfully, it is. The bar is. It's not a real bar, folks. If it was a real bar, it would have to say VFW on the front of it or something for this weird shit we have.
Dude, they got a good espresso machine at this bar, so they're making great martinis.
And then an old school little. He's got a mixed vibe on here. It's hipster meets American Legion meets whatever clientele would be in here.
Dad's basement.
Well, somebody told me my fan base is considered. He coined the term. My buddy Andy High Roller. Mm-hmm. He said your people are well rednecks.
Well, rednecks.
That's what he calls them. So
that's so funny. Dude, people don't even know. Like, there's like a lot of smart rednecks in like Alabama. Like, there was that one guy, the flat earth guy. He was smart enough to be able to build a rocket. Like, that's crazy.
It's always like what we consider smart too. That one's always, so I'll travel weird parts of the country. I remember doing a show in like deep Virginia. I was in Staunton, Virginia one time, and then the next show the next night, it was the obvious joke to make was, it looks like I'm here with everybody else that was at January 6th. And meanwhile, the guy's like got a chemistry degree in beer. And so, like, it's so weird where like the STEM stuff is usually going to be, there's some rednecks mixed in with all that stuff.
Yeah. They think it's only women.
That's true, yeah. No, man. It's so I'm stoked because I've seen you before in a bunch of stuff. Always felt like you'd be a good dude to hang with. So I'm excited you're here, man. We found Harrington. Sure. Harrington popped back up. How are you, buddy? You hanging in good there, bud? I'm worried about him.
I'm like the cat, dude. I'm hanging in there.
You really are, pal. You really are. It is a Tuesday, buddy. All right. So, Lemaire, I feel like you and me both grew up as like. I'll say 90s kids. I was born in 87.
Yeah.
Right? So I think we're going to have some shared pop culture shit here, right?
Yeah, dude.
So I think we're both pro wrestling guys.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
The story
I left
comes
my
in.
belt out there. God damn it. I'm sorry.
I saw you were wearing it for Shannon's show, right?
Yeah, it's the best. I'm going to put a bunch of beers in there soon.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with it. Have it ready for the tailgate on Thursday.
Oh, yes.
That's the move.
Yes.
The other one, so this is where this tripped me out a little bit, is that I remember having Nintendo 64. That was that was my console back in the day, and you would have different games on there. What was your go-to on Nintendo 64?
On 64, I would play because I would go to my friend had a Nintendo 64 down the street, so I'd go to his house. We sit down in the kitchen. We'd play NBA Courtside, the Kobe Bryant basketball game. Then we play maybe Gex the Gecko, and then like some GoldenEye.
See, I knew GoldenEye was coming in.
Yeah.
You didn't even have a 64 if you didn't have GoldenEye.
No,
you bought the game, justified buying the system.
Yeah.
So if this sounds like we're rambling endlessly here, folks, we are, but it's also tied into the very weird topic we're about to go into. So yeah, we got wrestling. We have GoldenEye. There's a bunch of other stuff that this all weird topic ties into. You're doing Skankfest this year?
Yes, New Orleans.
Right on, man. So you're going to be right down there in the heart of this thing. The topic today, folks, is a voodoo deity known as Papa Legba, who, Harrington, whenever you get a chance, if you can just pull up a photo, anything that pops up, because it's a pop culture thing. I didn't realize that. Like, I'm scared of all that shit. I won't lie to you.
What, the voodoo?
Yeah, I get nervous about all of it because it freaks me out.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing that movie, The Skeleton Key, with Kate Hudson back in the day, and they tell you it's a voodoo movie. And in the movie, they make it very clear, like, if you don't believe in voodoo, it can't hurt you. But if you do believe in it, you're about to get in some shit.
I don't believe in it, but like, if bad shit keeps happening to me, I might start believing in it. Like, who put a voodoo curse?
It's there, man. It's always going to be a thing. But what I didn't realize about it, and I came upon this honest. Did you guys you ever watch American Horror Story?
No.
There's nothing wrong with that. I got roped in. I got a thing for Connie Britton, the redhead mom from that one. She's aces for me since back in the day. But I'm watching the show, and she's got in the one season they're doing, it's the Coven season or whatever. Where they're all witches. They have it tripped me out because number one, I love the actor. It's Lance Reddick.
Oh yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, he was great. John Wick, Oz, The Wire, everything. He was good in everything.
He was really good.
So he plays Papa Legba in this thing, which is I'll explain the nonsense of it too for people that are always yelling at me to get into the topic. Sorry, I'm just catching up. We're hanging out.
You're building a vibe, and it's excellent.
I appreciate you, dude. What tripped me out was how much this weird voodoo deity kind of permeates everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching American Horror Story, and they have, I guess it's one of the witches is going to make a deal with
Papa.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So they're going to make a deal with him to figure out something.
Does she call him Daddy?
It's Daddy would be a good. There's something about it when it's in a Southern accent too, right? That's a Daddy. That's makes it creepier. But our boy Lance Reddick does a killer job on it. He plays the crap out of him. Number two, creepy thing. He shows up through, and once I saw like the way that his face was and everything, I'm sorry, Harrington, I'm beating you up here today, brother.
He's also jacked too. He's like ripped,
dude. I feel like as I'm watching The Wire, I feel like he was sitting there and he goes, all right, I'll come back, but I want more shirtless scenes this season. I don't want to bang that little redhead lawyer chick.
Why is everybody falling in love except me?
It really was out there. It is. So that was him as Papa Legba.
Oh yeah,
very creepy on that one. Thank you, Harrington. And he did great because he keeps like that. He keeps his Islander accent too, and he's got his little cigar going. Like he's kind of a cool dude. And then also, you're doing Skankfest. Lewis in one of the promos is essentially dressed as Papa Legba. Yeah. So,
dude, that rips.
Where if you had to like just because we're talking some of the stuff in our life, right? I didn't realize how much this character keeps popping up in my life. I've got a couple. So we talked about GoldenEye. Right?
Yeah.
When you played GoldenEye, what was if you're doing multiplayer, what was your go-to character?
I like the guy with the Jaws guy. I like Jaws.
He was tough, man, because he was taller, so you could hit him more.
Yeah.
We actually had a rule: you weren't allowed to play his odd job.
Really?
My circle of friends.
The guy with the hat.
Yeah, because he was shorter, so if he ducked, you couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think that's all the kids do now is they jump up as they're shooting in all the games now.
To ruin your frames. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to give up on gaming. I just got tired of losing to a couple of kids from Sierra Leone beating me up every night.
Dude, not to be rude, but you just got to get good.
I got no time, man. I got no time. I barely have time for even doing the podcast anymore, which is great. But you're right. I got pwned.
Get pwned.
I just got pwned. That's it. I get beat up, man. They beat me up good. But,
what were you playing? Do you know?
I remember
Fortnite.
It was. It wasn't Fortnite. It was all the shit talking from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah,
that was a big one.
Yeah.
And then I remember any of the online games you play on like your computer is. I remember people just called me a lagger all the time, which meant I was like, oh, I get it. My parents don't have good internet.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You couldn't get a T1 line or whatever.
No, remember that? That was like the whole thing. If you couldn't get a Pentium 3 processor back in the day, that was the closest I ever. I was like, I guess we really are just not doing well financially as a family.
It's weird because you can just play them on everything now. You don't even need a like crazy processor to play a game.
Oh, they do that. My stepkids play on their iPads, and there's like little chats and stuff there. And I was like, please, I don't even want to know what you guys are saying in the chats. I don't think he knows how to use the chats. We're going to keep it that way, all right, buddy?
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
He's just playing Uno, saying the worst things.
Oh, man. It's when we talked about GoldenEye, we didn't hit it. But there's actually a character in there that's loosely affiliated with Papa Legba.
Yeah.
So he shows up in Skankfest, right? Shows up in American Horror Story. Shows up in GoldenEye.
Princess and the Frog.
Dude, nailed it. All right, you got ahead of me, brother.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
I just remember that one.
Well, because I'm trying to remember, because I think it was David Keith is his name, right?
Yeah.
The guy with the
or Keith David.
Keith David.
Keith David, dude.
Dude,
yeah.
his voice is badass.
Yeah.
It's he's actually the voice of the Navy recruitment commercials that worked on me.
Yeah. Do you know he was also you ever watch Gargoyles?
No.
The
I do remember
Gargoyles?
you know what that was? That was that weird thing when a show is on before the show you watch.
Yeah.
So you only watch the last 2-3 minutes of it.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
But it seemed like a sad show sometimes, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. They would just turn from sometimes they had to wait because they turned the stone during the day. So they just get in the spot and turn the stone, and they just have to wait until nighttime to fix their problem. But so many hours pass, it's like a completely different problem now.
Oh, that's torture.
Yeah.
You have to just sit there and watch something go horribly wrong, unable to move.
Yeah.
In GoldenEye, do you remember Baron Samedi?
No.
All right, so this one was trippy on this one.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. Baron Samedi he also wore the top hat on that one. Poor Harrington, he's getting his steps in today, buddy.
It's Baron Samedi.
Baron Samedi, that's how they pronounce it. So he goes into the James Bond world. By the way, Harrington with the save, too. So he comes over. He comes over angry. I'm thinking I just pissed him off or something. He's just here to correct me. I'll tell you what, this one's visual heavy just because, and by the way, I have a ton of audio listeners. We love you guys. We know that you like listening to this on your car rides and stuff. We're over on YouTube now, okay? And Gas Digital's making shit happen. Promo code LOSER, get you $1 off a month, and come be part of the network here with also along the great Legion of Skanks. The thing is, High Society Radio. Who else should we shout
Zach
out?
Amico's Morning Zoo.
He is the man, isn't he?
Yeah.
I love him. He was asleep before. I didn't want to bother him. But
Yeah.
Baron Samedi is the name we're going with then, Harrington? Keep in mind for those folks, this is a kid from North Jersey trying to talk to you about voodoo deities. So I just need a little bit of a learning curve,
You ever meet a voodoo person?
Without knowing it, yes.
Really?
It was so I did in the Navy. I was down in Jacksonville, Florida, and Jacksonville's just close enough to New Orleans.
Well, New Orleans, in my mind, is New Orleans and Jamaica and Haiti. Those are like the voodoo capitals.
100%. And there's different iterations too with all that stuff. And Haitian people. My buddy at work, Jamaican guy, he told me that there's a part of his village that puts out food for dead people every night at 4:30. And if you don't put out the food for the dead people, then the spirits come back and bother you. So this
Do
is
they
like
eat the food?
No, I think they just waste the food. That's why he's always like, he goes, well, we are out of coffee.
That'd be the fattest homeless guy in Jamaica. But they're leaving out food at 4:30. That'd be when I wake up.
I wonder if that's the whole thing. There's actually just people, like the other parts of the village are just like, oh, why would we do anything? We're just the food's out at 4:30.
Yeah.
We're good. All right, let's go hang out at the beach.
Yeah, let's go chill now.
He has great stories, but Baron Samedi is another one of those things. Just to give the little bit of the background over here, so I can actually explain
Samedi.
this. Yeah, he nailed me. All right, Barrington for the victory, there, folks. We have any pictures of him by chance? We can put. There we go.
Ooh.
So that's him from the Bond movie. It is. Yeah, he was a great villain.
Was that Terry Crews?
It really does look like. Actually, with all the white powder in his face, it looks like Lawrence Taylor right after a sweet game in '88. But There he is. There he is from GoldenEye right there. So that's what I remember of. I was spooked by him.
Yeah.
Do you remember playing that? And we were like, the graphics are the greatest thing I've ever seen in my
This is
life.
so fucking real.
You can't even tell what ethnicity he is, by
His
the way.
shoulders aren't even connected. It's not like that. This is so real.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. 16 abs, folks. 16. But, nah, man. He was a great little character to play as. But he was a Bond villain. He was also, as you said, a Disney villain, because obviously that character, what was the character's name? I'm blanking. I have it all written down here, too. I'll tell you what.
I just remember the movie was The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, he was, the Prince. By the way, solid movie.
Yeah.
That one was solid. I remember watching that with one of my little nieces, and I was like, I don't know why I'm so emotionally invested in this.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what kid movie got me like that? Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
really?
Yeah. Puss in Boots: The Last
Oh, there
Wish
he
was
is.
nuts. Because, you know, how Puss in Boots, his thing is that he laughs in the face of death. And he's a cat, and he has 9 lives. But he finally reached his last life. And death is chasing him to get his last life.
Oh, that's too heavy for a Shrek movie, man.
It's crazy, dude. And John Mulaney is Lil Jack Horner. He's mean as hell. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Mulaney's like, I can finally just be myself in a role. I don't have to pretend anymore.
Yeah. He's like, you need me to be mean? I'll come up with the lines.
Just to break it down for a second, because we're pulling all of our references in here, but this is all based off a real, legitimate voodoo deity. People pray to him and stuff like that.
Really?
Papa Legba is the way that my mind's eye kind of drew him up, and then has been reinforced by the other interpretations here. Black man with a distinct Islander type accent, which our boy Lance did a great job with.
Yeah.
Right? He's able to talk. Like, you actually are spellbound by the way that, like, the
His patois.
patois in there too. I was going to say just like the cadence of the words as they came from. Like, they can my Jamaican buddy's like the same way too. He won't say something dramatic, but the fact that he has a pause in there just naturally, but he goes, I think we are going left. But like the way that he waits for left, I was sitting there.
Yeah.
He hangs you in there, man.
Yeah.
So he's a creepy looking dude, but
I wish Jesus looked like them. Like Papa Legba.
there's some Jesus references in here with him
He'd
too.
be a
It's
cool
trippy.
Jesus, dude.
It's so I don't want to put you on the spot at all. What religion did you grow up as?
Non-denominational Christian. Yeah.
Respect that, man.
Couldn't make a choice.
Everybody thinks I'm Catholic, but I'm not. They just see my Irish face and assume. But I actually grew up in the Armenian church. I'm adopted.
Armenian?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's trippy, man.
Is that a hairy church?
It's essentially. I'm an adopted Irish kid in the Armenian church. I was Dances with Unibrows. You know what I mean? That was my Kevin Costner movie. Papa Legba, by the way, often associated with the Catholic Saint Anthony. So if your Catholic friends are ever telling you to pray to Saint Anthony, who's the patron saint of lost things, while you are praying and looking for your probably lost car keys, in a strange way, you're actually practicing voodoo, folks. That's what it is. It comes from those things. We borrow these things from that. So
Praying is voodoo?
praying
Without
to
the
Saint Anthony
sacrifice.
to find something, and sacrifice is important too. You're killing it on this thing. I knew you were going to be good.
What about Tommy Davidson and fucking
Ace Ventura?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that voodoo?
I think he was just a cannibal. That was kind of. It took me, by the way, maybe 10 years to understand the final scene of that movie.
Where, like,
When he goes to take his bride, and then
she's a man, baby.
I thought it was she's not a virgin.
Oh.
And then Ace Ventura goes, they can tell, and just runs off into the woods while the tribe is hunting because he banged the chick. That's what
Okay.
took me 10 years to figure that joke out, man.
Okay. Wait, which one is that? She's a man, baby, too, right?
You're talking Austin Powers.
Oh, damn.
That's
All right, I always get them mixed up.
90s classic comedies, man. Yeah. And by the way, Ace Ventura 2 does have that one scene where like they actually punish the main bad guy by having him essayed by a giant gorilla, I believe.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh yeah, there's a good way to punish him here. Yeah.
That also happens in Little Nicky to Hitler.
The pineapple up
Yeah, the guy with the boobs on his head, not the Hitler.
Yeah, Kevin Nealon's character, right?
Yeah.
Little Nicky, another one to get slept on, man. But like we were talking about here, we got this Islander type accent that's going to come from, like you were saying, the Haitian thing. Jamaican stuff is in there too. Caribbean in general, I want to say too. But he's got a top hat, a white face paint, which is going to contrast against his skin, make for like a menacing type appearance. He looks a little scarier than he has to be, right? I think he's kind of intimidating looking, right? If you saw that guy, it would there's a little bit of a Day of the Dead thing, like in Mexico. He makes. I'd be nervous if I saw a guy that looked like that walking down the street towards me. I'd get a little nervous.
Is the paint always like skull shaped? Because it seems very skull shaped in all the references.
100%. I don't know if it's always that way, but there is. He also has the necklace with the little tiny skulls on it too. So,
why are you making deals with this guy?
Here's what tripped me out about it. This is why, because what we do on the show is I'm like, I take something I think I know, and then I actually figure out as much as I can about it, and then I find out how wrong I was.
Yeah.
So, all I am is a piano teacher that's one lesson ahead of the kids. That's all I am on this show. But
like, this shit got me too, kids.
It's also true. But the most images of him are very intimidating, like Harrington was bringing up there. But it was interesting for me to know that this is why people are praying to him. Because to me, it's like, all right, don't invite the bad stuff in. Bad stuff can't get in theory, right?
Yeah.
And then, but Papa Legba is considered a teacher, a guardian, a causeway, and he's known as the great communicator between worlds. And he is there to judge those who, like, he'll judge the living as to whether or not we're worthy of communicating with spirits. So that's kind of his job. He's like, oh, do you need... It's almost like a mafia thing. Like he's like, oh, you need to talk to so-and-so? Well, I can arrange a sit-down. That's my vibe on that.
Yeah, you want to talk to God? How about you sacrifice a few chicken bones?
It's weird that's the stuff that they wind up having to give to him. There's certain things in the... And again, I'm sorry. I know somebody's going to comment that why is the dumb cop face looking kid talking about voodoo? But it is weird. As I was reading about it, you summon the different deities from voodoo with different things. And I'm still sitting here and I was like, is this what Papa Shango was?
Yeah.
Is this?
Yeah, Vince summoned him.
Yeah, Vince summoned him. He's like, listen, we got this thing going on with WCW. I'm trying to figure it all out there. But Papa Shango's another pop culture reference. So you got GoldenEye, Papa Shango, Disney movies, American Horror Story. He's showing up everywhere, but nobody really knows shit about him.
Yeah.
I think he's scary looking, and then I start finding out there's a bunch of other different stuff in here. Voodoo practices, this is known as, it's actually L-O-A. I don't know if it's Lo or Lao, however it's supposed to be pronounced. Somebody correct me in the comments. I'll appreciate that one. And pretty much what they say is that not all spirits are good, and they're not all bad. So they can do a nice thing for somebody who's having a hard time, but at the same time, they can also strangle a dude with a bungee cord for ratting on his friends. So there's a little Tony Soprano to
what?
This. Yeah. It's
what?
Well,
that's why he has so many skulls. He's collecting heads.
It's I think a lot of people summon him that find out they're not worthy. You know, I wonder about that. I think it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark style.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at it, Marion.
Yeah, your face just melts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that because, well, he does feel like a guy who, like, you make a deal with him and then you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have fucking did this deal with him. He's gonna steal all my money or something like that.
Yeah, or this would be the question too for the comment section. If you were going to summon him and ask for something, what would you ask for and why? I'm going to get to Harrington and Dom's answers later before we wrap. Think about what you might possibly summon, because I think it's always going to be like that movie. What was the one with Elizabeth Hurley where she's the devil? I'm blanking on this one right now. It's not Bedazzled.
Betwixt? I don't know. Betwixt, Bewitched? It's not Bewitched.
Well, it's whatever the movie was where she's the devil and she gives Brendan Fraser whatever he wants, but it's...
Monkey Bones?
Bedazzled.
There, I was sort of right. Okay, Monkey Bones is very similar in that. Yeah, that movie was tough to watch as a kid because when I was... Whatever age I was when I found it, it was one of those things where you're like, is there a movie going on outside of just staring at Elizabeth Berkley? Not Elizabeth Berkley. I said it again. Hurley. You're right. Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah.
This isn't Showgirls, which I started watching at a slightly later age. Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley she was too hot to trot on that. But the thing with her devil character was it's like that the they call these Faustian deals, by the way. I found that out. I think the first author to talk about making a deal with the devil was Faust, was his name. And what they show you is, all right, the devil's going to give you exactly what you agreed to, but you're not getting exactly what you thought you were getting, or something's worse now than it was before.
Yeah, like the genie, like making a deal with your 3 genie wishes.
100%. Now, if you were to, you're also originally a Philly guy, correct?
Yes. I'm sorry that was so long.
No, you had me. I was hanging on your cadence again, bro.
It's like Central Pennsylvania, yeah.
Okay, right on. So it's the idea of the Jersey Devil isn't something you haven't heard of before.
I know about the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
I've been looking for that motherfucker.
Zach and me have plans to find him in time for Skankfest. That's our plan.
Okay, I got hands for him.
Well, he's the devil in the Pine Barrens. Everybody's always going after, but there were great stories in of the actual devil being down in South Jersey. And there were all these people that supposedly made a deal with him. And I think the one guy made a deal where he goes, "Oh, I'll sell you my soul, but can you wait until I put my shoes on to take me to the underworld?" And then he just never put shoes on. And so the devil's just sitting like, "Oh shit, you got me."
Yeah, no. What?
Imagine punking a deity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna die and go there anyway. Yeah. Think you got one over on the devil.
You ever see that movie Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke?
No.
It's creepy. The weirdest side note I have on that, and I apologize for all the side conversations, is just we're hanging out. But Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke it's a great horror movie. There's so much to read about when you're done watching the movie, though.
Yeah.
But the film almost got rated X at first because of a sex scene between Mickey Rourke and the oldest Cosby daughter.
Vanessa?
I think it was Vanessa. She's married to Lenny Kravitz now or something.
No. That's
Jason Momoa.
That's Lisa Bonet.
Maybe it was Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet's the hot one. There was two. She's
Lisa Bonet's the hot one. Yes,
yeah,
it's her.
she's like in the middle. It's Lisa Bonet, Tempest Bledsoe, and I do not remember the other lady's name, but there was a Sandra, the oldest daughter. All right, I'm sorry.
No, dude, you sorted me out on that one. Yeah, Lisa Bonet was the hot one. So she's in this movie. She has a sex scene with Mickey Rourke that's considered so intense that they try to get the movie rated X. They find out later on Bill Cosby is one of the guys that helped push for the movie to be X-rated, and then he also used his influence at the time to say, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't go see this movie." Meanwhile, he's ruining an actress on a show's career.
Yeah.
But as we found out, probably got off easy compared to some of the other shit he did to actresses.
Yeah. Did were they like going at it pretty hard? Like was it
for the early 90s? I think it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
But it was it's just a messed up movie too. And at the very end, not to give anything away here, but let's just say people try to make deals with the devil and then they never actually figure out, it never goes the way you want it to.
Yeah.
So if you're going to summon one of these deities, maybe do some research, figure your shit out,
And also remember they have centuries of fools like they've made fool of many a men.
Yeah, they're not new. We are, right?
Yeah. And it's kind of foolish to think you can trick like a deity. It's kind of dumb. You'd be like, I got it. It's like trying to trick your parents.
Like that stupid Disney Channel shit where they just lie, or I just need one more signature on this piece of paper here.
Yeah, and it's just like another piece of paper over. It's like, all right.
Yeah, they really did. They made us think that our parents were dumb. I remember that. I was like, God, you guys are so much smarter than the TV parents. But
it's almost like you guys have been here before.
Almost like you guys probably pulled the same shit I'm trying right now. But Papa Legba does seem to get a strange rep, though. Mm-hmm. So people with dark intentions who cannot be trusted in certain sects of the whole voodoo realm here, some see him as a horned creature and a trickster, which is a lot like the idea of the devil or demons in Christianity. So all these religions kind of borrow from each other, or if you want to get weird with it, same way where there's aliens that show up in different parts of the world and they all do the same thing. Does everybody have part of the story of like, hey, there's a spirit world? Everybody believes in a spirit world. That's Shannon talks endlessly about it on The Thing Is or whatever.
She loves spirits.
She does. I love her to death, man. She's one. I adore her as a person. But it's anytime she asks me, she's like, "So do you think you actually believe in ghosts?" And I'm like, I don't have don't have an answer.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that every culture has something so closely similar. Everybody has a rebirth thing. Everybody has a bad guy. Everybody has a good fun.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize there's more voodoo deities as well. So,
I feel like voodoo has a lot of lore.
well said. Well said. It sounds kind of crazy to me to mix Christianity, polytheism, indigenous beliefs, and more into an attempt to understand kind of the New Orleans or Louisiana style voodoo, because that's the one that I think Americans are most caught up in.
The one that looks like magic.
Yeah, anything that you could make a horror movie out of. That's kind of what we're into. We like something a little bit more intense, like something as kind as my buddy in Jamaica who leaves out food for his dead relatives. That's not biting enough, if you will. So, but they wind up pulling a bunch of stuff together here, and this surprised me as well. But their own belief system for New Orleans style voodoo pulls in West African beliefs, Native American ideas, and even stuff from the Catholic Church. What was once considered a witch doctor is now considered more of a healer. So, like, you ever go to like those herbal home remedy people?
Yeah, like an Eastern medicine doctor or something.
What's the weirdest one you ever heard? Because I've had a couple.
Like, what do you mean?
So the weirdest cure for a thing that would go against modern science.
Oh, magnesium for heart stuff?
Really?
Yeah, Big Sean the rapper said that.
You know what? Taking magnesium, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So I think Big Sean's actually doing us a solid on that. The weirdest one I heard, same Jamaican coworker who I love today. I really do love him. I spend about 5 hours a day with him, so that's why I have all these stories about him. But he told me you have to drink, if you have a sour stomach, this is how he says it. If you have a sour stomach, you have to drink urine.
That's all right.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Then
What about ginger ale? Ginger ale's good too.
Yeah, how close? What is the difference between ginger ale and urine? We need to find out. But the other one that was trippy was this one grossed me out. It was my buddy Daryl Tate, Navy buddy, great guy from mountains section of Georgia, and he said that his mom told him anytime you have an earache, you pour a little bit of pee in your ear.
Does that work?
I don't want to know. I just don't want to find out.
What about peroxide? I heard peroxide's pretty
Peroxide
good.
would work.
I don't know. Pee is crazy.
Yeah, apparently pee is very, very important. So, what was it Juan Marquez Manuel, the boxer, right? The one who fought Harrington's beaming right now because he knows, I think. He fought Floyd Mayweather. Remember on that, he had the 24/7?
Yeah.
And you have to hear, it's one of the funniest clips ever. You can hear Liev Schreiber's voice as he does. I don't know if you knew that. Liev Schreiber's the narrator for that.
No.
I found out way late.
You talking about Sabretooth?
Sabretooth is the voice. He's the narrator for 24/7 on HBO Boxing. But, he has that great voice, and he's just sitting there and goes, Juan Manuel Marquez has an interesting way of getting his vitamins. And then he just pauses, and he goes, he drinks his own urine. They just cut to him just champing a pint glass. And he explained it away. And then, of course, because Floyd Mayweather's hilarious, he started referring to him as Pee-Pee Man.
Lyoto Machida did that too, or does that. I don't know. He drinks his own pee.
Really?
Yeah.
It's something. So Machida, now Marquez is Mexican and Machida is Brazilian, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's crazy, though, is that Machida is the only guy that ever looked like Ryu from Street Fighter that I ever saw. So I was always a fan of his. I thought he was cool looking.
The true world warrior.
Something about your urine, folks. I don't know what it is. Okay, we got to figure it out. Let me know in the comment section what you think. So, Papa's an interesting guy over here because those who practice. I was reading about this, and again, I was hesitant because it's one of those things I don't want to invite it all in. But when you read about the voodoo ceremonies, they will tell you that Papa Legba, and again, Papa's like a good name.
Yeah.
You know, that's like...
it's welcoming.
Yeah,
it's nice.
my stepsons, they call their two grandpas Papa and Papa Deer. They call the other one because he hunts. So,
Thought he was just nicer.
Yeah, they do think he's like a. I never put that together. That's the problem. I was too involved directly. I never made that distinction. No, it's the 19 giant deer antler racks that he has hanging up on different walls. But anyway, I thought this was worth mentioning here. So you hear Papa, and in West African traditions, that's seen as like a beloved grandfather type. So are you really summoning in like the devil, or are you going to talk to like this guy who's got wisdom?
Yeah.
You know, maybe kind of are you summoning Papa Shango? It's kind of hard to tell. So,
yeah. Didn't Papa Shango work for the $1 Million Man at one point?
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
But he is this great communicator, and he's the guardian between the spirit world and the world of the living. So Papa controls those who are deemed worthy of contacting the spirit world. And I thought this was worth mentioning here. Dogs are considered sacred to him. Yeah, so he's this big, intimidating-looking guy that you're kind of scared of.
Yeah, but he loves
And then
chihuahuas.
goes, oh, just me and a Pama Poo, just hanging out, just doing it.
Yeah, me and my Yorkie. Palma Poo.
Well, he's often invoked, by the way. This is what we were talking about with your offering here. If you want to get Papa Legba to show up. So Harrington, inevitably, when they try to summon him at Skankfest, this is what you guys need to have ready. No go on Kratom for him, by the way. But he does like candy, cigars, and dark rum.
Hey.
He kind of sounds like a pretty good...
Me and Pop about to hang out.
I was going to say, he doesn't sound like a bad hang.
That's not Pop, that's Unc.
Unc Legba.
Unc Legba, dude. That's what that is. Get over here, young blood. Let me tell you something real quick.
Dude, I would love that. If they didn't get our boy Lance to play him, I was trying to think of who else could play a good Papa Legba. By the way, Keith David, great job. He's not actually Papa Legba in Princess and the Frog. He's something similar.
Yeah.
So he's like a trickster. I think actually the spirits that take him actually work for Papa. So he's actually the version of a guy that summons in the bad stuff and then it catches up to him.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, adult Disney fans. Sorry. Very sorry I ruined that movie from...
2008?
I was going to say Obama was in the... Yeah, that was...
That was Obama the movie.
Oh, yeah, Obama made that's the first thing we're going to do here in my administration. We're going to continue all the wars, but Black Disney princess, folks.
Dude, she's not even a Disney princess. That's crazy, right?
It's a weird one, man. What's her name too? Moana. They always correct people on that one too.
It's fucked up.
I like to think they're all Disney princesses. That's just me.
They're wearing dresses. One of them was wearing a tiara for real. Like, what else do you need to be a princess on Disney? Like, yeah, she's a princess on Disney, not a Disney princess.
So you know what I mean? I think you're showing a light here. There was a little crack in their logic on that one. I think he has a point. This one was, so again, candy, cigars, and dark rum, and then you can summon this guy, who, by the way, speaks every language known to man. He can speak to anybody. He's the great communicator. He will speak to both sides of the spiritual world, and he is considered the guardian of the space between two worlds. He is not the master of the realm of the dead, and that's where we're going to actually... So people get these two guys confused. So Papa Legba is a different... entity, if you will, than Baron Samedi. So Baron Samedi, obviously, we know him as a Bond villain and a playable character in GoldenEye.
Yeah.
But and then Papa Legba, we make the conflate the Papa Shango thing in there. But these guys keep showing up in everything. And then I think there's a couple of old blues albums where they talk about summoning him to help make their blues music and stuff. So all that stuff about if you play Black Sabbath backwards, you can hear the devil. You can actually hear blues musicians being like, "Yeah, come on, Papa, help me out with this one."
Yeah, yeah. Let's go, Papa.
Which, by the way, if the music's good, then you let it happen.
Yeah.
Best part of Little Nicky, by the way, is when they play Chicago backwards and it actually has all the messages. Spill the blood of the innocent. So Baron Samedi, a.k.a. Lord Saturday. I don't know if you knew that one, Mike Harrington. No? It's pretty good name right there on that one. Can you pull up a picture of Papa Shango when you get a chance to, buddy? I feel like anybody who doesn't understand wrestling is going to think me and Lemaire are making shit up.
Lord Saturday is crazy. That sounds like a good time, too.
Yeah, Lord Saturday, a great stage name. I came up there.
Hey.
That's it's... I believe that was The Godfather, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so one of the he has the best stories if you go in deep on like him hanging out with Undertaker.
His name is Charles something. I can't remember his fucking last name.
Charles Wright.
Charles Wright.
Nailed it, man.
Dang.
I remember when he turned into the Good Father.
Yeah,
I was very
dude,
sad.
The Good Father was a big day for me. I was like, what?
There was a part of me when I was
He got
like,
rid of the hose?
that's what hurt me, right? I'm sitting there and I was like, what do you mean wrestling's bad for me? Oh, there's no hose this week. What's going on here?
Dude, that whole group, The Right to Censor, that was a good group. I liked it. It was the Good Father, Steven Richards, Ivory, and I think there was one more guy. I can't remember.
So they got, what's his name?
Was it Al Snow?
Bull Buchanan was in there.
Bull Buchanan.
And then they got, I don't know if Molly Holly ever joined, but she was like a suffragette type chick. But
I think she did join for a second.
It's somebody. I remember meeting Steven Richards. Very nice guy. He gave me a lot more time of his day than he had to. And this is years ago. I was like probably 19. And someone walked up to him while we were talking. They said, "Right to censor sucks." And he had the best answer. He goes, "That idea made me $250,000, kid." Like, yep, I bought a home with that idea. It was all me.
Man, that was a great idea. I liked it.
Oh, it was a fun one.
We should
man.
bring it back.
It's censorship is back, buddy. Right? But our boy Baron Samedi, Lord Saturday, he's actually the ruler of the realm of the dead. So he gets invoked if you want to celebrate the life that you lived before death. What gets him confused with Papa Legba all the time is that he wears a tailcoat and a top hat. He's pretty iconic thanks to Roger Moore's James Bond and Nintendo 64. He can ward off death if it's not the person's time. So if you were if you were staring at a train that was moving towards you and they were like, no, Lemaire has more he has to give.
Come on, Lord Saturday, save me.
Lord Saturday's coming through for you, man.
Yeah.
So
Stops the train like Spider-Man.
This one got me too because I always forget that when I hear zombies, I always think Night of the Living Dead pops up. Sometimes I'll think about Frankenstein, whether or not he was a zombie. People want to make that argument about the monster.
That is a good case.
But I thought it was a great case on that one.
I feel like he's more of like a amalgamation than like a zombie.
Oh, the creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you look back on it, I just always remember, I guess we had a friendly idea of Frankenstein as kids because we're like, he'd show up or like you'd think that he was involved with the Scooby-Doo thing and it wasn't really, no, it wasn't really him the whole time.
Yeah.
Or friggin' the Munsters made him seem like he wasn't so bad.
But Frankenstein was a big dumb bad guy.
Yeah, you had to read that as if you were reading that in the time that the book came out, you were probably horrified. Like, hang on, he's made up of other people's flesh.
Yeah.
What has science done?
Yeah. But they've like humanized him. Like he's technically this guy's child. Technically, this guy who killed at least 6 people is his child.
There's always something horrifying in whatever the horror writer's past is. Like Anne Rice, Interview with a Vampire. I remember going down that wormhole of what her life was like before, and you're like, oh, okay, so you had all these things happen to you, and the worst thing you did was write novels about vampires? You're more well-adjusted than I would have been. Yeah.
That's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. You wrote a book so good that Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt were willing to just be wildly homoerotic with each other. I get it. So, but he can ward off death, our boy Lord Saturday, a.k.a. Baron Samedi. This I thought was worth mentioning. He can prevent zombies from returning from the dead. So he's actually... Baron Samedi is the reason why we're not overrun with zombies right now.
Yeah, shout out Baron Samedi.
Yeah, just got to throw it up to him, you know what I mean? Or down, depending on where he lives. I don't quite know. They don't have the heaven-hell thing that, other religions do. But,
point to his ether. Wherever you think his ether is, I think it's right here.
So not only can he ward off death, not only can he prevent zombies from coming in and taking over and attacking the living, he is often villainized, but like all things in Loa or Lao, however it's pronounced, he's not all good and he's not all bad. It's kind of like, I don't know if you know much about Greek mythology.
Just a little smidgen.
Yeah, it was a hobby of mine as a kid. That's when I realized, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to wait a full 17 years on planet Earth before I get laid for the first time. I'm going to have to put some work in and overcome some weird things I said in 3rd grade. But
who was your favorite Greek god?
As a kid, I always thought it was Ares because he was the god of war, right? And then the more you read about him, then you're like...
It's actually Kratos, the real god of war.
It's a good pull. Good pull. The guy that interested me the most was Hades. Because, like, in the Christian religion, you hear the devil, and they're like, there's nothing good about the devil. He's bad, he's a trickster, he's always out to get you. But then in the Greek religions, if you will, the mythology, Hades is like, he's like, hey, he took a shit job, but someone's got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be in charge of the heavens, the seas, or you want to be in charge of all the dead people? He goes, well, someone's going to have to do it. I know I'm probably the middle child, so they're going to make me do it. But he's an interesting guy, man. It's so he's kind of like Hades, our boy Baron Samedi.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that, where it's like, so he's scary. And you don't want to deal with him if you don't have to, but he's also the guy, like Hades would occasionally be like, oh, you're not ready to die yet. Get back up there.
Yeah.
So, here's your new string. Get your ass on up there. Do something. But Baron Samedi will also, as bad as he sounds on these things, he protects children, cures diseases, and tries to ensure that people live their full lives before they meet him. So he's almost like, he's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
But he's going to sit there. He's not there to haunt you. He's there to be like, you got more time.
Yeah, he sounds like Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Mr. Beast as in the makeup and everything would be great.
Yeah.
I look at him this way, man. He's like, when you were a kid and then, you're like, oh, I don't want to go home yet. And then they're like, all right, 5 more minutes on the playground.
Yeah.
Baron Samedi's giving you your 5 more minutes on the playground.
Thank you, Bo.
Well, again, he does all these cool things here. And by the way, not finally here, but this is kind of the last part I was going to bring up on this one. I found this one out. So there's, not that there's only 3 deities in this, but Papa Legba, pretty cool dude. Baron Samedi, if you want to, you want to meet him, but not when it's not appropriate to meet him, I guess.
Yeah.
So this I thought was interesting.
Who's the nice guy?
Here's what they make it seem like this is the nice one. Damballa.
Damballa.
Again, I'm slaughtering the pronunciation. I'll get with my Jamaican coworker tomorrow and ask him where I went wrong. But this is the god of life, fertility, and rainbows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I saw Damballa the other day. I got a double rainbow on the road.
You went Rainbow Road? I thought you were going to be like, oh, I was walking on my way to the studio here in the East Village. I saw about 7 Damballas. I saw one bar that has a giant Damballa over the top of it, and everybody seems to be enjoying rainbows and fertility together.
The city of Damballa.
Did see 2 chicks making out at a stop sign on my way to the studio today. No, it was good. They were both wearing Jinkos. It kind of looked like it was a weird one.
Yeah, it's weird when they look the same.
Yeah, they're both wearing Jinko jeans, and I was. It's one of those. Also, there's like, in my mind, it was 2 chicks making out, but like, there's a 50-50 shot that it was just like some long-haired hipster dude. Like, oh, you have the same Jinkos as me. That's so cool. Let's go write for Vice.
It's not a thing we worry about in Texas. You usually like see a lady and it's a lady, but I've gotten caught a couple times looking like, whoa, and I'm like, oh. not like bad, just like, man.
Now, how many times, because when you walk around New York City or whatever, there's always, if you're going over to the cellar, there's always the guys from the other clubs they're selling.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen a homeless guy in Austin, Texas, and then but you forget for a second that they're probably just legit homeless, and you have to be like, dude, I don't want tickets to show them a comic. All right? Yeah, I do comedy too. I'm on my way to another spot.
Yeah, dude, and luckily in Texas, the homeless are comics.
It seems that way, man.
Yeah.
The one time I was there, I had a great time when I was there. I did Sunset Strip. This is like pandemic time frame. Yeah. But I remember I got blackout at this is before I quit drinking. I was blackout at the Creek in the Cave at the end of the night.
Brother, that's a classic. This is a tale as old as time.
I'm sure of it. It. The reason why this one stuck out to me was I remember doing a shot at Jameson and then walking out to my Uber, and then I woke up as my plane was landing in Newark Airport.
Oh, beast.
So I made it through
You're
TSA.
on the port?
What's up?
You're on the plane?
Yeah, I made it. So I'm on the plane as the plane is landing in Newark Airport. I was like, oh, so I just missed an entire flight. I got through TSA. I successfully navigated an Uber. Just black. I gotta go there. Like one of the. I'm pretty sure it was like McNulty from The Wire type thing.
Yeah.
I was just stumbling in the right direction.
That's beast.
Well, I had a bandana on that wasn't mine. That's when I woke. And then the guy from Sunset Strip was like, "Hey, so we found your check on the floor, so we're going to cancel this one and we'll send you the money again." Like they couldn't have been cooler, man.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
I did have a homeless guy in Austin that came up to me and said, "You look lost, buddy." And it plays rent free in my head all the time.
Yeah, that's very scary.
And perhaps it was Papa Legba.
Yeah.
telling me it wasn't my time yet.
You're about to contact the spirits.
This Damballa thing, by the way, it's often seen as like a half serpent type creature. My girl Carly does all the post editing on this, so she's going to put up a bunch of the visuals because there's a weird looking ones for this.
Yeah.
So it's a serpent type creature, but it's very much revered in their religion, if you will. When conducting voodoo rituals, and again, this is a dumb kid from New Jersey trying to understand it in full, but this is how I understood that they all work together.
Yeah.
Papa Legba will get invoked. So if you wanted to figure something out, get something you're asking for in this religion, you have to invoke Papa Legba. So once he arrives, he will then grant permission to you if you gave him like a good offering, and he decides, like, all right, you're not a douchebag.
That's a good gift now, right there.
Yeah, he's like a door guy, essentially. He's the door guy at the, letting you know if you can get in or not.
You try and talk to Damballa?
I see you have brought the rum. Very good.
Hey,
So,
the cigar.
yeah, we have a Tyrone Taylor CD, and then we have
Yeah, I got this Tyrese album from 2004. Some gummy bears, loose gummy bears.
Oh, loose gummy bears would be a thing. He does like candy, so you're on the right track.
Just pull out my pocket like.
That's right. And we have a couple of shady underground cigars for you, buddy. All right,
And a couple nips. I got some nips.
Nip?
Just a little.
Oh,
just a
old
nip
school
of rum. Yeah.
Oh, a nip of rum. I thought you were talking nips, the old candy. For dude, that would be. Nah, I miss the rum too. But
Sorry, brother.
So once you get Papa Legba to show up, if there's children around, Papa Legba will actually watch the children.
Nice.
So built-in babysitter. Right?
Yeah.
come play with Papa Legba. Everybody okay right now. Everybody good. Now, as the more serious rituals are getting performed, he's going to take the kids out of the room because he likes kids. Dogs are sacred to him. He wants to keep everybody safe. Baron Samedi is then going to be invoked for his healing powers, or to ask for the proper care of a soul of a recently departed one. But there's other tasks that they can have for Papa Legba, as long as he grants permission. Mm-hmm. Now, Damballa is invoked first and most respectfully. I think that's the one everybody's most afraid of. So it's weird. You have two guys wearing top hats and kind of menacing paint, but you're very afraid of the human serpent type. Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So Damballa
from Naruto.
Dude, if you wanted to, this one stopped me a little bit. Damballa, if it decides to communicate with you, and that's like 50-50 at best, you can get all the way through this and then still not make it through to the final part here. But Damballa, if you are able to get in touch with Damballa, Damballa will have to take itself into a devotee, so somebody that is also in the room that they consider of a pure spirit, and then Damballa speaks through that person. So essentially, temporary possession, albeit willingly, right?
Yeah.
I'm already, my girl's already out the door at this point. She's not having it. She doesn't care what they have to. And then this thing communicates through hissing sounds. So I was thinking about this when I was rereading my notes. It sounds like, imagine it's like that scene from Independence Day when the scientist, the aliens are talking through the scientist up against the glass. Yeah. Yeah, it's the weird... It's creepy. It's like Alien Earth, too, man.
It's an actual snake talk. Somebody get a pastor. Get the gospel pastor.
And apparently what you do if you want to summon Damballa, so Papa Legba is going to want candy, cigars, and rum. Like you said, good hang here. Damballa, I'm going to say it's a woman because you have to bring eggs and pure water.
Boiled eggs, just raw eggs.
Apparently, now if we showed up, dude, that would be great. If we got all the way through, but we just had a hard-boiled egg. So, there we go. That's Damballa as one iteration of it.
Hey,
extra scary on that one. Oh, there we go. What's
That's
this one?
Damballa from that same James Bond movie that Baron Samedi's in. They also
the guy taunting him in the little thing before Baron Samedi drops out of the casket.
Yes,
right on, man. Yeah, it's creepy.
Which James Bond is that?
What was it? Was it it wasn't the Man with the Golden Gun? It was
Live and Let Die.
Live and Let. Thank you, buddy.
I gotta go. I haven't really watched any James Bonds.
It's ever,
yeah. I'll
tell you what. Some of them are a joy to watch. Others, you're like, I don't I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Dom, what was your favorite James Bond growing up as a kid?
I actually haven't seen any of the James Bond movies.
So this man has seen Dom as a member of the West Indian community, of which you are. They can't see in the booth.
He's Dominican.
No, I understand. I understand your immigrant experience has not allowed you to fully enjoy this, but before you see one more Marvel movie, I'm going to need you to watch at least one Sean Connery James Bond movie, please. All right? I'll even buy it for you if I have to, buddy. I promise. All right? You gotta
Fantastic Four is bad anyway. You don't need to go watch that one.
See, Dom was defending that one to me the other day. Dom's a good heart, man. He really is. So, he was about to hop in there. I think you made him mad, Lemaire. I think you made him mad. But Damballa is a scary kind of looking creature over here. If it's hissing at you through another person, I'm spooked to shit. That's a good horror movie right there. And then if that weird offering thing of the eggs and the pure water, it's gonna. I guess they use it for fertility. That's the whole thing. So if you you have life, you have death, you have all those weird things mixed in there. And I just couldn't figure out, like, when you make something that looks cool, it's going to look cool and you run with it.
Yeah.
And that's why this weird guardian of the mystic realms of voodoo is going to show up in pro wrestling, James Bond, Disney movies, like all. So, but it's underneath our nose this entire time. And I was like, well, let me actually find out what this thing's about. So now I think he's actually kind of cool. So in closing, I was going to ask if you guys were to summon Papa Legba. Harrington, we'll start with you if that's all right, buddy. If you're going to be if you think about it for a second. I can tell you what I would have asked for, but then, now I have Carly. I'm very grateful. Okay, I might have used Papa Legba's name to get me in a room with Brooklyn Chase once, and it worked. But tell me what you're thinking here.
I mean, I just look, dude. The idea of any kind of Faustian bargain has always made my skin crawl, dating back to Elizabeth Hurley in Bedazzled.
She makes you nervous.
And that the Alec Baldwin one, where he's like a shortcut to happiness or shortcut to success. That was another Faustian deal.
Dude,
Anthony.
that'd be great if a airline stewardess's version of hell is just a flight full of Alec Baldwins. How many of them are there? You can't play words with friends. You can't.
Why can't they play words with friends? It's just a game.
It's tough, man. I don't know what deal I would make. I think my thing would just be like, all right, so if I'm seeing you and I'm not dead, it's for sure not my time, right? Like, could you give me an idea when my time is? Because I feel like I'd want to know.
A down clock?
Yeah.
Oof.
Give me the countdown, dude.
Oof. I don't know, man. I don't think I could deal with that.
What if he was like 10? 9?
Yes, you're not a Royal Rumble entrant, sir. You are expiring. So, Lemaire, what were you thinking on that?
Dude,
if you were summoning him to ask for anything,
I think I'm wearing the perfect shirt.
Papa Legba, can you get my friend here an 8 ball and $2 million?
All the rum, all the wine. I don't know. WWE champion.
I could see it.
That'd be it.
I could see it.
Yeah.
You know what they would do to you, though? It would be that classic Devil's deal where you don't actually get what you want. And it's like you're the champion for about 3 minutes, and then you're looking up, you're pointing out to your family in the crowd, I did it. And then Rosenberg comes in and just pins you out of nowhere. Hornswoggle, you're still alive?
God damn it, I lost the belt to Hornswoggle. Papa Legba,
I love that you think he'd make a Faustian bargain for the 24/7 title.
Oh, man.
I would do it.
That would be it.
I would do it, dude.
If we could get them to defend that at Skankfest, we'd have something on our hands here.
Oh, yeah.
My God, it's Joe DeRosa. My God. Dom, if you were going to do anything, it would be to, make Godfrey show up on time? What's your plan going to be? What are you asking for? Nothing but respect to Godfrey.
I'd want to know some sort of, like, classified information, like Area 51, something like that.
Ooh.
I wouldn't ask for anything like material. I would want to know something secret.
You just want to be taught something. See, Dom, you really are a good guy, man. Of all my friends that are West Indian, I think you might be the most kind.
Dude, if you know, will you tell people?
No.
Oh, you're
I'll
just
keep it
hanging
to
on to that
myself.
knowledge.
Yes.
See, then I would think it would be... as a guy that knows a bunch of weird government secrets, but nobody ever gives a shit when I start talking, let me tell you, that's more of a burden than a gift, buddy. Real quick, Lemaire, where can everybody find you?
Oh,
man?
yes.
We're almost out of here, man. I appreciate you hanging, brother.
No, dude, thanks for having me. This
Hope
was
you
fun.
come back again, too.
Yeah,
man.
definitely, dude. Absolutely. It's at Lemaire Lee, at LemairLeelee. I have to make sure I spelled it wrong once. And then, September 9th, I'll be at Phantom Power in Millersville, and September 10th, I'll be at Soul Joe's in Pottstownville. So please come hang out.
Good old soldier.
Oh yeah, and if I do have merch, I'm going to try to get more shirts, but I like to barter. I don't like to take the money because I've already bought the shirts. If you got something cool, I'll give you a shirt.
Oh, you're doing a sale then, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you want one of Lemaire's shirts, bring a little bit of dark rum, maybe some candy and cigars, and just hook our boy up over here, man. But
maybe I'm Papa Legba.
No, dude. I honest to God, please go see Lemaire. Funny ass dude, really great comic, good dude. You guys know the deal for me. It's at KP Burke Sucks over on Instagram. We're putting out new reels every single week. And then also on top of that, I have Dojo of Comedy. I just got bumped. It's no longer the 11th. I'm headlining the Friday, September 12th show. So come on out to that one. And then also Boston, I'm doing Nick's Comedy Stop on the 10th and 11th up there in good old Beantown. And I'm waiting to hear back on a couple other things. We're trying to... I have to be on the road a lot until April. Harrington knows the deal. So, but anyway, Lemaire, thank you so much for hanging out, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Good hang here. And folks, I want to say thank you to Dom, thank you to Gas Digital, thank you to Mr. Harrington. And of course, I hope to see you guys down there on the road, man. Let me know what you think in the comments section. What are you guys asking Papa Legba for? Also, how bad did I slaughter the pronunciations? But that was Papa Legba, American Loser.
On the edge they take the throne, built on bones of those unknown. Counted first, never last, still erased from the past.